Hello everybody, Burnedoutguy here, and welcome to the Crust. A new horizon. Yeah, this game is pretty awesome. I played it before. I fell in love with it, and then I'm really disappointed that like an update later on broke my map, and I just kind of like gave up. But now they like made a new update, and this is like looking really good. I watched the preview from it, and I'm really excited. So let's start a new game here. We're gonna go storyline. I think that's probably the best way to go. Um, yeah, let's go with this.
This is an emergency broadcast. We have detected an imminent asteroid collision with the moon's surface. We are currently assessing the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. At this moment, our teams are working tirelessly to restore communication with lunar outposts. For those still on the moon, be aware that we are mobilizing all available resources to assist you. Conserve your energy and ration your supplies until further notice. Additional information will be provided as the situation unfolds. Stay tuned for updates. Over and out. I repeat, Crust has declared a state of emergency of the first degree. Commercial shipments and cargo landings are prohibited. All complexes, resources, and facilities on the moon are now under Crust control. All remaining facilities should switch to emergency frequency and report their status. Conserve energy and resources, and await further instructions.
What's happening? Director, can you hear me? We're receiving reports that a meteorite collided with the moon and the state of emergency has been declared. Director, confirm you're on the line right now. You could have done it more quickly and spared me the worry. Director, there's still no signal from the personnel of the base. I'll try again, but my hope is dwindling. Robert, come in. Robert, do you copy? Robert, damn it, come in. There appear to be no survivors. I'm glad you were on the orbital station when the collision happened. I suggest you stay there as long as possible. We should try to hold out until logistics with Earth are restored. Start with electricity. We still have resources and functional drones. That should be enough for a few solar panels and batteries.
Okay, so as you can see, we started just after the tutorial part. If you've never seen the beginning of this game, it's really good. You can go watch my my other videos, my other series. It has the beginning on it. But other than that, we're gonna start off with learning where everything is here again. Okay, so we want to build some electricity, so we need some solar panels. Yeah, I guess we'll start over here for now, right? Yeah, you can shift.
By the seismic activity, the meteorite impact occurred on the far side of the moon. We're lucky it happened so far away from our mission, but the strength of the blast wave raises a lot of questions.
Alright, so there, now we got some power, so we'll let the drones go and create all of that.
Is that all the head of the research department can say? Somewhere far away there was an explosion and we don't know the cause?
Because scientists are working with proven facts, not speculating on fragmentary evidence. Much more data would be needed to reach the conclusions.
So this thing here, we're gonna have to repair it. There we go. So we got the 5, and then we gotta install 5 batteries.
We have electricity, but our resource reserves are almost depleted. We need to restore production as soon as possible. Let's start with repairing the elevator to gain access to the underground level. Then build a charging station for the drones. Make sure that elevator and charging station are connected to the power network.
Alright, so if we go here, we can make sure that that's connected. And then if we go downstairs, just to go downstairs again. Thought it was tab to go downstairs. Oh, it says finish the journey. Oh, they want a charging station upstairs. Okay. There you go. And we'll put a charging station right next to here. They should have enough materials to do that, hopefully.
The explosion
There we
destroyed
go.
everything on the surface, but there may still be mining modules underground. We need to go down and see what we have left.
Objective achieved.
Director, we need to reconnect the power supply to the
Okay. Well, that's not too hard. We just got to do this.
That's better. I see that we have a module to produce smart concrete, but we have an urgent need to resume production of steel and silicone.
All right.
Director, I have an idea. First, convert 5 drones into miners, and we'll proceed.
Objective achieved.
Awesome.
The drone reconfiguration module allows up to 5 drones to be converted into mining drones and vice versa.
We have smelting furnaces, but to start producing any resource, the relevant oxides are always needed. We will now mine them with the mining drones. Director, we have access to iron and silicone veins. Assign drones to mine the resources from the veins to supply the processing modules with raw materials.
Enter excavation mode and assign mining drones to mine resources directly from a vein.
Okay, so we could do that, or we could like mine out an area. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mine out a small area for the drones, with these drones anyways, and then that way we have a small area to start off the map with, and then once I've done that, then we'll come back and we'll continue on with what they want to do. So when you're mining, you can go into excavation mode like you said. And a good tip is when you're trying to do this, if you use the Q and the E, you can put yourself on a on like one of their planes. So if you just use the WSD, you're only moving exactly in a square, right? So I could go and we'll start right here, right, as an example, and you can hold it down, and then I could just come down here like so. And they will mine out all of this. And we'll just mine out a nice little square for them. There we go. Cool. And then what I like to do is I like to make lines going across, and then I'll lift the mouse every, like the cursor, like I'll take my finger off the button and start a new line every time. And then after that, they'll just kind of like go in rows. Find it works well like that. There we go. So what they'll do is they'll mine the entire outskirt first. They'll do this, and then they'll start going by a line like this, and they'll work their way down until there's nothing left. And then when that's all cleared up, well, then I'll come back and we will continue on with the story. Alright, so I got a nice little area cleaned up for us, so we should be good to go to a little start. And then I started down here. I started cleaning out this area here. Should actually go into the mining mode. You see all the stuff that I have queued up. And they're working their way down here. And then I'm leaving that one gap in between. Oh, did they put a wall now? Huh. Interesting. Did they actually do it? Because last time that was a fake wall. I'm not going to do it. I'm actually just going to keep my one block away and not find out. Other than that, yeah. So these guys are gonna go and keep doing what they want to do, and then what we'll do is we'll put all these guys on here, and then they can start making parts. Turn this on and turn this on. The only reason why I'm coming back to start is
You can now
because
watch mining drones extract the oxides, and working drones deliver them to the smelting furnace.
nice. So the only reason why I'm doing this is because we have parts that are starting to fail, and we're gonna start needing, you know what I mean, the parts. So it's best
You
if
can
we
adjust the game speed by
start.
selecting the desired.
Yeah, I know that. So I figure we'll just start by collecting some stuff and moving on slowly with the game. I'm wondering if I could have done just the silicone and not done the iron. But that's fine. Whatever.
Director, you can never have too much smart concrete, so it's worth spending time to produce it. For this purpose, we have a pressing module, which may not be the most efficient way, but it's good enough to start with. The pressing module requires only regolith, which is a type of lunar dirt plentiful here. Assign mining drones to the evacuation so that we have the resources we need. Free drones will deliver the regolith to production themselves.
Director, we're getting word of supply shortages from almost everywhere on Earth. The explosion cut off most of the supply channels from the moon. Millions of people are in need of resources, and we can satisfy that demand. Supplies used to run through the contract system, but it came to a complete halt after the explosion. We might be able to fix that.
Well, that's a start. There should be enough smart concrete for the first time.
Guess I could turn that back on now too. Now, oops. Whatever.
Well, let's not waste any time. Professor, you prepared a research plan before starting the expedition, didn't?
Absolutely. First, we need to increase production. We have smelting furnaces, but we need extractors and refineries to extract the oxides. Director, Crust has handed us the research plan, and we're ready to begin. Research underground mining and place 2 extractors on the iron and silicon veins.
Okay, so now we can get into research down here, which is pretty good. And they want... What do you want? Extractors? Yeah, that's what he wanted.
Research complete.
Awesome, okay, so that's good. Now he wants us to put on the regular things over here. We shall do that. I guess it's not showing me that thing anymore. I guess we'll do this. Remove all my miners. Alright, so we'll put the 2 refineries on here and they should go and start building.
Objective achieved.
I see in the data that the extractors have started mining. Now, finish the research and build 2 regolith refineries for producing iron and silicon, respectively.
Alrighty, so now they want us to go and research single regolith refineries. Sounds good. With this.
Research complete.
Director, place the regolith refineries similarly to optimize future production.
Alright, so we'll put them near here. There you
A
go.
single regolith refinery extracts the necessary oxides from the regolith by thermal treatment. The process leaves slag that can also be used in production.
And you can make smart bricks with the slag. Ore detection, conveyor belts would be handy, I guess. And then that. Alright, so now we put conveyor belts going from here to here. That'll be awesome. Then my guys don't have to do nothing.
A
And
single
production.
refinery is a mono-refinery that can only produce one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the recipes for iron and silicon oxide to start production.
Yes, sir.
Objective achieved.
Oh, and now we got some science and stuff like that. That's cool.
Director, a conveyor belt will speed up production and eliminate the need for drones in resource delivery. I advise you to keep an eye on this technology.
You heard him, Director. Now we have a steel production chain, but we can increase its efficiency by connecting the modules with conveyor belts. It will reduce the load for drones and speed up production. Exactly what we need right now.
I've done
Use
this.
the conveyor tool and connect the extra.
Ah, that's why. I'm a tard. Now we need to put in smelters. Alright, you are going to be making these, and you are going to be making steel.
Objective achieved.
Thank you. Now they're going to give us more science. Beautiful.
Crust's tasks require significant resource investment, which means we need to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components. We need titanium to manufacture parts. Find titanium deposits among the regolith using an ore detector to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components.
Okay, so now they want us to get an ore detector and try to find titanium. I haven't seen any yet. But let's do it. Let's put one out. We got an ore detector. We'll just pop it near where there's power.
Objective achieved.
Nice.
Don't forget to connect it to the network. The ore detector uses battery power to run the scans. The further the scanning area is, the more power it requires.
There's some iron there. So maybe we need to add a few more solar panels up here to help with this maybe. There we go. Hopefully we have enough stuff to make that.
Director, I consider it my duty to remind you that lunar research is divided into three main fields: fundamental, engineering, and social. Each laboratory is capable of conducting independent research, but studying certain technologies may require the cooperation of multiple fields.
Cool.
All available research is grouped into three main directions: fundamental, engineering, and social. Fundamental research is responsible for logistics and communication with other organizations, as well as drone improvements. Engineering research helps develop mining and production. Social research ensures that colonists at the base live and work comfortably.
Awesome.
Some research requires multiple types of science points at once. You can assign tasks in different sections, and then the research plan will be conducted in parallel. The speed of research depends on your science points income.
That's cool.
You can always rearrange your research to actualize the priorities for your current goals.
Director, our operation requires a colossal amount of funds. The budget is stretched to its limits, and there are no new investments in sight. We need to come up with something urgently.
Calm down, lady. Calm down.
I have a solution to our problems, Director. We can establish trade with other organizations on the moon. This way, surplus resources are converted into money, which we currently lack. To send resources, we need a landing platform. And to access the market, we need to research the online market.
This is why you get paid the big bucks, Ledger. Great idea. Director, let's get started immediately.
Okay, so now they want us to start trading when we barely have anything set up, which is kind of dumb, but anyways. Let's go to research right quick. No, I said research. So we're researching that. That's storage.
Director, our energy reserves are almost at zero. The moon has a long day-night cycle.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Nighttime and I just sucked all the batteries dry. Not good. All right, so I upped our power quite a bit here. So let's see how that works for our scanning downstairs here. Because we're always seem to be out. Oh, look at that. Our power is still pretty crap. All right, so a little bit of time has passed here. I found titanium. I continued mining out just a small little section, so see if there's anything else there. Got the rare earths mined here and just thrown on the ground. So now we can take one of these things here. Where are we? Extractors. Then let's flip you for now, anyways. Make a temporary little setup here, and then into a ferni, and then we'll put a storage at the end. And now we're just gonna get that some belts here. Beautiful. Now that can get built. Awesome stuff. We'll remove these miners from here for now. They can go and help you do the stuff and things. So there we go. Now we got the whole little titanium thing going on. So now it's just gonna slowly refine it there and do its thing. Is that not supposed to be regular? Oh, did I put this backwards or? Well, no, I don't think so. Oh, anything's possible with me. Okay, there we go. So it's very possible that it was backwards, and yeah, good job, Bog. Alright, so let's take that off. Alright, so now we should be making the titanium oxide like we need to. And then they want us to make a rolling mill and a component factory, which isn't a problem. So apparently we have a component factory here. We're just gonna put these out for now. And a rolling mill.
Objective achieved.
Right on, now we got that done. Let me components here, huh? Alright. Cool.
Director, we have a message on the emergency channel. I'll put it on the screen.
Attention. This is Arthur Moore, commander of the Hope 2 orbital station. The station has sustained severe damage from multiple collisions. We have lost key control modules. A hard moon landing will occur in the coming weeks. Request assistance from anyone who hears this message.
The debris from the meteorite impact must have gotten Hope 2. I'm already contacting Crust to report it. With all due respect, Director, I do not share your doubts. People are in danger, and if it's in our power to help them, we must do so.
With all due respect, Alice, altruism has clouded your judgment. Crust is clearly asking for grant aid that we cannot afford right now. I suggest we focus on restoring production and resuming shipments to Earth, where resources are urgently needed right now. Also, I've negotiated a prepayment with FASM. We can use their funds if we start reestablishing the contract system now.
But all you care about is profit. If that's the case, think of the technology Crust will provide. It's worth as much as our base in its current state.
Do we pay a fair price for their technology? Don't forget, Director, by accepting Crust's offer, we will allow them to decide how our base is developed. We'll have to focus on the construction of the living quarters and postpone the expansion of high-tech manufacturing and investigation of the meteorite case.
Crust is going to accommodate the surviving Hope 2 crew members at your base in exchange for equipment and technologies for us to carry out a rescue mission. If you accept Crust's offer, you will lose access to the FASM contract, for which the corporation is willing to pay upfront.
Well, so this is where the big decision comes in and what we're going to do in the game. I'm not a big fan of people and having to deal with people. So I think we're going to go with we'll focus on restoring supplies delivered to Earth. Yeah.
I hear you. Crust is capable of organizing a rescue operation independently, but the explosion damaged the system for communicating with the nearest facilities. You need communication for full operations on the moon, and we need it to rescue the crew of Hope 2. Your base is the closest to the repeater, and we can...
If we decide to resume,
fix...
Crust is requesting...
Pleasure doing business with you.
There we go.
Don't call me cynical, but the best we can do under the current circumstances is try to salvage the equipment that miraculously survived.
Director, we managed to send the Research Rover Scout. It's essential for your mission. Examine the satellite repeater and activate it by any means possible. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls.
Another
Ratchet,
rover.
did you hear? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. Don't mess it up. They won't give us another one.
I wouldn't laugh at that if I were you. We're sending an expensive machine off base where the satellite link doesn't work. If we lose it, well... Anyway, Director, let's get back to work. Land the cargo pod with the rover and we'll continue.
All right, well, that's where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. Next episode, we'll continue with the story and the whole 9 yards. We'll try to set up some kind of, I guess here would be kind of nice. There's nothing so far. So we'll try to set up a nice bus here, maybe would be good for our futureness. I think that's what would be good for us. Would be something over here. I think that's what we're going to work towards next episode as we go through all the rest of the stuff. So I hope you enjoyed, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care, and we'll see you next time. Oh boy.